Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I've learned as I've grown into the person that I am today. And I have 3 meditation books with me today, and I'm excited to get right into them. It is icy cold outside. I actually, on my Peter Does Stuff channel today, I went and walked in Ritchie Woods, which I have done now in the fall for the leaves, and during the winter storm when we got snow. And then I walked through there today and told some stories. So please go check that out. I'm enjoying that channel so much. I love that channel. All right, let's get right into it. It is March 15th today. Let's see. Let's go into the Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Wisdom, and Courage by Cindy Spiegel. I just want to say, I really appreciate all of the positive feedback that I'm getting on this channel, and it really means so much to me. And I love so much when people are like, this is exactly what I needed to hear today. And I want you to know something, like, people are always like, thank you, Peter, thank you, Peter, thank you, Peter. Go thank Melody Beatty and Cindy Spiegel. I mean, it's their books. I'm just reading them and kind of giving my, response to it. And this is very much, like I say this a lot, but like this is very much what my good Judy Tani Jean and I do. You know, like she and I have read this book, The Language of Letting Go, for literally years. I mean, probably 20 years. We have both had some version of this. This is a newer one that somebody, did I buy this? Yeah, I bought this at Half Price Books because my other one fell apart. But we have read this for like, I still don't haven't memorized the meditations you would think I would, but over 20 years, we've read this book. So, if you have a friend or a sister or, I don't know, a coworker or whatever, and they don't, have to be like spiritual meditation books. You can get just positive meditation books like this one. There's a lot of them. The Linda Picone, the Book of Daily Positive Quotations that Alex's friend gave me for our bachelor party. That's a really cool book. I got that at Tanya got a copy of it for somebody at Meijer, and I think I bought a copy for somebody at Meijer. Did I or didn't I? I think you can find it at Meijer or online or whatever. And it's also in my Amazon store. You don't have to buy it from there, but just to reference different books. And then find somebody every day and say, let's each read this and then talk about it. It could be 10-minute conversation or 20 minutes, but I think it's a good way to start your day or end your day. So, all right, here it is, March 15th. Are you ready? I like this one. Ordinary, you are not. You are a unicorn in an ordinary world. This simple truth requires an acceptance that you will not please everyone. Be okay with this. Do not hear your own greatness. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your magic. Stand tall, shoulders back, and confidently speak your truth. Avoid trying to win the approval of others. And for the love of all things, don't ever allow yourself to play small to satisfy the needs of someone who cannot stand in your light. This is such a fantastic meditation, and I really think there's so many things that came out of this, from practicing humility and, like I always say, the person that tells you that they're humble is the least humble person in the room. When someone says, I am so humble, they're pretty arrogant, probably. I'm just saying. But I think this is a lot about humility, and this is a lot about do what you do because you love it. Do what you do for others because it feels right in your heart. Don't tell anybody about it. Like this incessant need to tell other people, look at all the good things I do for somebody. That is such a turn off to me. I mean, really such a turn off to me. And in fact, it was interesting because when I did my video with my best friend Tanya, it was like a year and a half ago or something, she made some reference in the video about a lot of stuff that I do that people don't know about. And afterwards I was like, girl, why did you say that? And she was like, because I think people need to know. And I was like, Tanya, and she is the person that's taught me that. She is such a person that is of service to others, and you would never know about it. It's like my aunt, when we went to her funeral and one of her closest friends spoke, and I knew that my aunt was a giving person. I knew that she was part of all these organizations and boards and fundraisers, and she had done all that stuff for years and years and years. But to hear all of the stuff that she had actually done, in the funeral, and I just was blown away. I was like, God, there was so much that I didn't know. And, it's really about doing that because it's the right thing to do, or it feels good in your heart. And I think that we've really gotten away in society from doing things just because it's the right thing to do, or it makes you feel good. The payoff is just being a good person sometimes feels good, and doing the next right thing was like a recovery statement. Actually, my old sponsor used to say to me, it's not doing the next right thing, it's just doing the right thing, So I love this meditation, and that there's a lot about humility in there, and just, not people pleasing, not doing things because you think you're going to get pats on the back from other people or adoration from other people, because that's really not what it's about at the end of the day anyway. And the reality is, if you're somebody that's a people pleaser, like, people usually say, well, I'm a people pleaser, and they say it like they wear a badge of honor. And I'm like, okay, but like, if you really look into that, what you're saying is, I'm a people pleaser because I require the validation of other people, which I did that for a long time. So I spot it. When you spot it, you got it. I spotted it a mile away, because I used to have it too, where it was like, everything I did was to make somebody else happy. And, I would say today, I still try to do things for other people because I think that's the right thing to do. But not to the point where I wasn't happy. I think people pleasers aren't happy because they're only trying to make other people happy. And then they never get the acceptance and the validation they need from other people. So it's like this negative cycle that goes around and around and around. It's like, and then why doesn't this person, tell me and give me what I need emotionally? And then that's a whole other story, right? So when she's talking in here about people pleasing, what she's saying is, you're a unicorn. Your life is unique, It's like the Janis Joplin quote, like, never compromise yourself. You're all you've got. And you've got to remember that, At the end of the day, you have to stand up for your beliefs and, what is important to you. At the end of the day, you have to, congratulate yourself and pat yourself on the back, And, I love when I see people that post pictures of, like, something successful that they've done in their life, or, like, weight loss or something like that. And they don't say it in, like, an arrogant way, but they're like, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I've worked on this for a long time. And I'm like, yes, And I think that's, like, a hero that we can all root for, It's like, we were rooting for you. No, but like, seriously, that we can all, like, root for that person that's, like, really proud of themselves. And there's no arrogance or cockiness in that at all. And each one of you out there should be proud of your achievements and proud of your success, But I think so many of us wait for other people to say it to us because we can't say it ourselves, we say, But I love this idea of being a unicorn too. And I love when people, say that, like, we're unicorns, because you're unique, you're different, and there will never be another one of you out there. And just think about that, on this earth. I think so much of what we do on this during our lifetime, at least so much of what I did, I can only speak to my experience. So much of what I did in the world for so long was because I wanted approval from this person, or I wanted to fit in with this group, or because I thought this was the right thing to do. There's an Indigo Girls song. I love the Indigo Girls so much. It's the song Least Complicated. And there's a line in the song, I can never get it right, and it's like something about, I bought you a ring, or I gave you a ring, but it wasn't the cool thing to do, or it wasn't the right thing to do. And I love that because that was always me. Like, I always have done, like, what's not, like, you know what I mean? Like, I always am, like, standing in a group, and I, like, it's just like always the awkward moment is put on me kind of thing, and I've related that to all my life. And so I wanted to fit in so bad that for years, I dressed a certain way that I thought was what I should be dressing like if I was, in a business field, or, like how other people would think, And today I don't do that. Today I do what makes me happy, and not out of selfishness, but because there's only one me. There's only going to be one Peter Monn. And I mean, I'm sure there's another person out there named Peter Monn. Maybe, I don't know. No, I actually do know that there is one, but there's only going to be one me, right? One person that lives my life. And there's only going to be one of you out there. Live your life to the truest authenticity that you possibly can, okay? Because everything that you do, of giving to others, or of being this, dancing to the beat of your own drum, of, like, asking yourself, what color is my soul? And, dressing every day like that. I have a friend of mine, and she just has the coolest style in the entire world. And every time, she gets so excited about clothes, and it's like her clothes are like, from vintage stores and things she sees on Poshmark. And she's like, oh my God, I've wanted this dress for so long, or whatever. And it'll be like some crocheted dress. And I'm like, where did you get that? It looks like 1975 or something. And I love it. And she just is so proud of, like, it's so colorful and different. And I'm like, when I see how she dresses, I think her soul speaks through her clothes and the music she listens to and the books that she reads, And I've really tried to connect my soul to all the outside stuff in the last couple years because, like I said, there's only one of me, And I think that I have allowed for so long society to hold me back? And ask yourself that question. You know, it's like, do you feel inside like if it wasn't for my mom and my sister judging me, or my friends, or the workplace, or whatever, would I dress different? Would I color my hair differently? Would I listen to different music? Would I read different books? Who would I be? You know, would I travel to different places? Would my interests be different? Would my friends be different? Have you been holding yourself back for so long that you don't even really know who you are anymore, and you've lost yourself in that? I got there. Don't allow that to happen to yourself. Find yourself. Find yourself deep down inside there and look at your soul and say, what would my soul speak of today? I think it's a great meditation, and I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.